Hi friends, it's me, your old pal Danny, and we are going to take a drive around Branson. Population 10,520. That was a few years ago. I'm sure it's growing, and we're having another record year in Branson. Speaking of records, I don't know if it's a record or not, but it is 100 degrees right now. I went ahead and I'm suffering for you all. I like to hear the traffic sound, so I am putting my windows down as we race down this hill. Notice I'm not going too fast because people are still passing me, but it is a beautiful day. You see the green everywhere. Green trees, green grass, green, green, green. Money green. I like money. I like green money. Somebody says, hey, you look like $1 million. All green and wrinkly. So we are taking this into Branson. We're going to pass Steak and Shake up here, especially if you like to get away from huge crowds, or if you have a big family, or both. They have pretty decent prices. I know a lot of people, they say, hey, Steak and Shake, what the heck do I want to go to Steak and Shake for? But they have pretty good prices, and they've cleaned up their act a bit. I kind of like it. So that is going to be up here on our left. Woodlands Church will be on our right, the side of the old not Silver Dollar City, Celebration City. There's a sign. I've had it. Me too. So there's Steak and Shake, and we're going to take this right up to the Branson Strip. Now, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on the strip, or I might just play some music if the air gets too hot for me. I have to put up the windows. I might just play some music for you. But I've had several people say they enjoy hearing the sound of the traffic and the sounds of Branson to go along with the sights of Branson. So if you want to get your bearings, here's IHOP. We are on Shepherd of the Hills Expressway right up here. Turning off of 376, it would turn into Shepherd of the Hills Expressway. We're going to take a drive down the Branson Strip. We're going to go past, hopefully, depending on the traffic, we're going to go past a lot of theaters, of course, home to the shows that we all love. Go past the Branson Ferris wheel, go-kart tracks, all of that moments away as soon as this light changes for us. I could possibly squeeze through there, but I don't want to push that Suzuki out too far. So let me just ask you a question while we're sitting here. The first question, I like to ask questions so I get to know you a little bit better. My first question is, have you been to Branson yet this year? And a couple of follow-ups. If you've been to Branson, when was the last time? And number two, what was your favorite part of your trip? And now we shall embark on the journey down the Branson Strip. Every time I see that sign for Cracker Barrel, I think of Mickey Gilley. That was one of his, I guess it was his favorite spot here in Branson. Hey, speaking of Branson, at the Roadhouse Theater there, I just read that those of you who remember Scott Baio, he's been in a lot of TV series, movies, Happy Days, Charles in Charge, Joni Loves Chachi, yes she does. He is going to be in Branson, I believe it's the end of August. He does a one-man show, and so I don't really know what all that entails, but I'm a big fan of his. I enjoyed watching him come back onto the national scene, speaks a little politics, makes a lot of good sense. Overall, a really good guy from what I can tell. And of course, I loved him on those classic, it's funny to say Happy Days and Charles in Charge is classic TV shows, but they are now compared to a lot of the crap that is on the air. Hey, there's CC's Pizza next to Dutton's Family Theater. Of course, Dutton is closed for just a little while, taking care of some stuff. They had a fire, but it was limited in its scope, so we're wishing them well, and they'll be back soon. There's the Hughes Brothers Theater right next to Andy's Frozen Custard. Across the street from Starvin' Marvin's. If you're looking for a buffet, you know, there are a few buffets left here in Branson. There's the Professor Hacker's Lost Treasure Golf, and of course the Branson Ferris Wheel right up there. The Ripley's Believe It or Not. Believe it or not. I love seeing that American flag flowing, waving at us in the air as the wind blows. Ooh, my car says it's 103 degrees. Now, honestly, it does not feel quite that hot. Some people say, oh, I hate this warm weather, or they call it hot weather. I hate this hot weather, oh no, boo-hoo. I would much prefer, and I know I'm in the minority, but hey, that's okay. I'm a minority. And that it is, to me anyway, a lot better this way than if it was 20 degrees. I know a lot of folks would disagree with that, and feel free to call me out and say whatever you want to say in the comments section below. As long as you're respectful. I never mind if someone disagrees with me. I disagree with a lot of people. I just try to do it in a respectful manner, and I would appreciate the same courtesy from you. Up ahead, speaking of the weather, makes me think of ice, makes me think of ice cream and icebergs. They're at the Titanic Museum and Attraction, that big iceberg. Wonder how cool that water is today. Maybe go skinny dipping in that a little bit later. Well, or maybe not. Unless some of y'all want to join me. Hey, who knows? It could be pretty exciting for everybody. Hey, there's one of our hometown teams sitting there. Howdy, partner. Hanging out. Clay Cooper's Theater. Here on our right. The sign says Dean Z as Elvis today at 2 p.m. Well, that's already passed. Dean Z is a phenomenal performer, and I'd like to call him my friend. I think we're friends. We're friendly anyway. He always treats me really well, and of course I treat him the same. And he does one heck of a show. It's Beyond the Lens. Across the street from the Hollywood Wax Museum. You might be asking, hey Danny, why are you driving? Why is King Kong's butt facing you? Why aren't you going the other way? It's all because of the sun. In some of our videos, I come from the downtown area, then I drive up this way, so look for those on our channels. And we do, and I say channels because we do have more than one YouTube channel. We have the DEU channel, and then we also have the new Branson's Tour Guide channel. On the Branson's Tour Guide channel, it is strictly Branson, so be sure to like and subscribe. We only have, less than 200 people on that channel. It's brand new, so we're trying to pump out some extra content. If you like Branson and you like me, or if you just like Branson and you hate me, whatever, just give us the like, share, and subscribe. We would appreciate it. There's the Upside Down House. Wonder Works. That's pretty cool. Giant octopus is up ahead of us. And if you're walking around the Branson Strip, you can walk underneath the octopus. and you look up and you're like, what? I'm underneath an octopus. But sure enough, you are. And they have recently put in a bunch of, well, they put in a bunch of waters, what they did. Fountains up here. Periodically, I don't know if it's once or twice an hour, they do kind of a light show and the water and all that stuff. It's really cool. They're at the Branson Boardwalk. There's Anthems of Rock. Hey, there's a young chap running down the strip. Maybe he's going to take a dip in the water there at Titanic. Rick Thomas and Tara, Liverpool legends. A bunch of talent there at Andy Williams, Moon River Theater. So Andy may be gone, but his legacy survives. Thanks to our tapes, CDs, records, and even YouTube, we can hear Andy Williams, Mr. Christmas, if you will, all year round. That will lead me to another question. The question for you is, number one, did you ever see Andy Williams live? That's the best time. Live at his theater. Also, part two of that, do you have a favorite Andy Williams song? I have a few that I like, and I want to hear what you think.